Here's how you make garlic and shallot broccoli. You're going to need broccoli. I like a lot of it. If you can, make sure you get it with the long stems on. I'm going to show you that you can actually eat those. Do just a little bit of work to be able to eat this, not too much. You're going to need some garlic. I went ahead and peeled this. I'm going to use 4 shallots, half a lemon. I'm not even going to use the whole half a lemon. I'm just going to squeeze just a touch into the garlic at the last minute. Salt, pepper, olive oil. I'm going to use 2 different types of chili, a really mild red chili and then a jalapeno chili. Both are dried. This looks like a crazy amount of garlic, but it's a crazy amount of broccoli, and I'm going to make sure I fully cook the garlic and onions to really bring out the sweetness. It should lose all of its raw garlic flavor by the time I'm done cooking. So get all of those ingredients, and again, make sure you buy a lot of broccoli, especially if you're eating broccoli because you've heard it's healthy, it's a good way to lose weight, it's very nutritious, it's all of the above. This is going to be very flavorful, and if you're looking to lose weight, because of the fiber content here, it's going to fill you up and not be filled with calories. It's going to be nutrient dense, so you're going to get a lot of nutrients from it. I think you're really going to enjoy this, and it's going to be super healthy. This is my garlic and shallot chopped up. Should look like that. I'm just going to put that in a big pan with some oil and slowly cook it. When you're chopping up your broccoli, that's about the size of a piece I like. You can go smaller if you want. The smaller you go, the quicker it will cook. Some of your pieces are going to have longer stems, because if you cut it off at the long stem, you're going to be able to get in here and cut them. But some will have longer stems, and that's fine. The key is what to do with this. Now, you could use a peeler and peel the outside. It will take you quite a while, and at the end you might not get through enough of the really fibrous exterior. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to run my knife and basically make this sort of like a hexagon and really remove a lot of the outer layer, which is not nearly as edible, and you're going to find it as a lot of undigestible fiber. And this is what your stem looks like when it's had all of the really tough parts removed from the exterior. You can see there's even a little bit of fibrous part left on, and it's a different color. It's a darker green. Now, you can cut this into, say, like silvers or pennies or dimes or whatever you want to call them. Or you can cut it diagonal. I'm going to go ahead and cut it diagonal, and you'll see what that looks like in just a second. And here's what we're looking for when we're cutting it diagonal. Go ahead and do your entire broccoli this way. What I like to do is wash it after I'm done chopping it. That way it's just a little easier to fit into a colander. Okay, this is almost done. As you can see, it's nice and soft. I'm going to be throwing my broccoli in just a few seconds. The only trick with throwing your broccoli in is make sure you stir it around in the mixture and get it all coated with the oil and the garlic. If you're trying to cut back on calories, use less oil, and you can actually fry the garlic in a little bit less than this. You just have to be more careful and stir it more often. When you throw the quantity of broccoli in, again, it's going to be a little tricky. Make sure you really coat it well. Add salt and pepper as it gets coated. You're going to want to taste it say after 5 minutes, go ahead and taste it. You're going to begin to notice how much it's cooking and how fast. You're going to also notice how much salt it's going to need. Here it is at the start of the cooking process. I added a few tablespoons of water to the pan. I added a few drips of lemon juice, salted it, added a little bit of pepper, stirred it up really, really good. Now I'm going to go ahead and put the lid on and let it cook. This is my broccoli. It's done now. As you can see, it's reduced down a little bit. Looks perfect. I'm going to dish that up. And here is the finished product. Again, super fibrous, super nutritious. If you want to make a meal out of it, you're just going to need to eat a little bit more than this. Throw in maybe a side of whole wheat bread. You could throw in a veggie burger in there with it. If you're trying to lose weight, eat a lot of this. It's very fibrous. It's going to fill you up quickly. Tastes great. And super easy. You know, besides the chopping, which you'll get used to, everything else is very easy and hard to mistake.